It's a hockey stream as we continue the celebration of 500 episodes of VIG Lounge as the Pittsburgh Penguins have their last home game before the Olympic break, welcoming the Ottawa Senators to PPG Paints Arena. Can the Penguins soar to victory, or will the Ottawa Senators have a solemnly dignified win? I don't know. I don't know what to go with the Sens. I really don't. Because Senators, it's not a fear-inducing team name or anything like that. It just sounds very dignified and respected for some reason. So yeah, I'll go with that, I guess. But before we get started, please remember to like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. With housekeeping out of the way, let's jump right into the Pens and Sens here on the VIG Lounge. And we're underway as Ottawa wins the opening draw. Stützle dueled with Crosby, and Stützle came away with the puck. Shot and a save made by Skinner. Crosby trying to get it out. And it looks like he drew a penalty. As Drake Batherson, a little too aggressive, takes Crosby down with some lumbar to the lumbar with a cross-checking call. Second unit starts for Pittsburgh. Drive for Chinikov. Went wide. Now to Latte. Couldn't keep it in. Regathered by Anthony Mantha. Mantha skates in. Fires. He scores! Anthony Mantha's got a question for you. How much does a polar bear weigh? Enough to break the ice on the power play as the Penguins have an early 1-0 lead. That was just a beautiful shot after Anthony Mantha Letang couldn't keep the puck in. Mantha skated in, walked right into the slot, let her rip, and that was it. Now Chinikov trying to get something going, but it was knocked back towards center. Chinikov has it again. Igor Chinikov trying to dance his way through. Lost it. Now out to the blue line. Letang lets it rip. And that shot goes to the corner. Back to Letang again. He'll fire. That goes off the Sens netminder and is collected by Tommy Novak in the corner. Huge hit. And now Tim Stützle is in. And Stuart Skinner said no to Tim Stützle. Great save by Skinner. Rush for the chance, denied. And I don't know, are we facing Ullmark? We'll have to find out. Ricard Raquel with a hit. And then brings the puck in, takes a hit as well. Sanderson. Got it back to Zetterlund. And a save made by Skinner. He'll hang on and get the whistle. 13:47 to go here in the first. There's a hit by Tim Stützle. Both teams are definitely throwing the body tonight. Stuart Skinner with a great save as the Senators look to try to get their first goal back after they surrendered a quick goal on the power play from Anthony Mantha. Claude Giroux and Ben Kindle meeting at center. Giroux wins that draw easily. Puck knocked away. Looks like Justin Brazeau is going to be able to skate into it. He does, and he scores off the post and in! Justin Brazeau! Penguins lead is now 2-1. The way that puck bounced, Justin Brazeau was able to skate into it. He was gone and tucked it in far side off the post and past the Senators netminder. Anthony Mantha up to 2 points on the night already, with a goal and an assist. Senators win another draw. Shane Pinto looking at homies as he passed until he got hit. If you know, you know. If you don't know, that's an offspring move. Save again! As Stuart Skinner sprawls out to deny, ascends forward in front. Denied him point blank. And the Penguins will have another defensive zone draw. Rather have that than give up a goal. Long drive again, handled by Skinner. The rebound goes to the corner. Up the right side. Nola Chari will send it in. Collected along the wall by Dewar. Then Dewar knocked off the puck. Michael Amadio. Got it to Perron. David Perron, former Penguin, for a cup of coffee. One of those GMJR trades that just didn't work out. Long drive again, handled by Stuart Skinner. As the Penguins look to get it out of the zone. And they will in the form of Connor Dewar. Dewar from the right wing circle, flings it! Couldn't get the shot away, actually. Walked off by Thomas Chabot. Amadio. Lost it now, Pinto. Puck's carried in now by Erik Karlsson. Karlsson puts on the brakes, fires and scores! EK65 has the Sens feeling blue as the Penguins increase the lead. It's 3-0. Erik Karlsson now with 16 goals on the year. And that is a roof daddy Bagwell right there. Crosby wins it to Rust. Rust fires, denied off the pad of the Sens netminder. Tim Stützle to Artem Zub. And then Zub gets crunched along the wall. Ryan Rust will send it in. Collected along the wall by Crosby. Crosby trying to cut to the net. Knocked off the stick by Batherson. Drake Batherson left the puck behind, then regathered it for Ottawa, then lost it again. And somehow Ben Kindle couldn't get there first. I don't know what happened there. He got slowed up a little bit. Penguins with another defensive zone draw with 4:28 to go. As they have a 3-0 lead. Got it to Ben Kindle. Kindle fires, pad save, rebound for Mantha, wouldn't go. Chris Letang with a big hit. And Justin Brazeau is in once more. Drifting, shooting! And Allmark will get the whistle. As he's absorbing the puck like a sponge, apparently. Let's go Penschek. It's cut off briefly. Now Malkin gets it back to Letang, and that shot went off a stick to the corner. Penguins couldn't regather it, and Ottawa is away. Until they're not. That was the poke check that set up the goal for Brazeau. Didn't work on this exchange as it was regathered by Jordan Spence. Now to Clevin. Now to Zetterlund. Zetterlund knocked off the puck. That's carried in by Tommy Novak. Fires, and a save made again by Omar. He will hang on. And again, he's using that sponge zone ability, whatever that is. Oh, what a giveaway to Raquel! Off the side of the net, and he just couldn't get it past the pad of Omar. Pittsburgh with a 3-0 lead after one period of play, thanks to goals from Anthony Mantha on the power play, Justin Brazeau on a breakaway, and Erik Karlsson with a beauty shot from the point. Let's take a look at the rest of the stats. Shots on goal, 12 apiece for each team. Hits close as well, 15-10 in favor of the Penguins. I didn't do as bad on the faceoffs as I thought, actually. 7-4, not too bad. It's going to get worse before it gets better. I already know that. And Pittsburgh, as you can see, 1-for-1 on the man advantage. First goal was scored on the power play by Anthony Mantha. And with that in mind, let's see if the Penguins can extend their lead further or if Ottawa will make a comeback, being down 3 after 1. 20 minutes down, 40 minutes to go. Let's see what this second period has in store, shall we? Crosby was the opening draw of the second, and we're underway. Puck's turned in by Rust. He'll fire. Denied by Omar. Raquel had it, and then Crosby got it. Puck popped up in the air behind the net. And the Penguins come away with it. Crosby scores! The Wizard of Cross waved his magic wand and was absolutely relentless. And the Penguins lead 4-0. It's just a chaotic scramble, and Crosby got to the puck before anybody else would. Or anybody else did, rather. And gets his 76th point of the season. Draw one this time by Ottawa. Pass across. Wotherspoon got it up to Crosby. Crosby looking to score again. He couldn't get the shot away this time. Pass across to Wotherspoon. One-time blast denied off the pad of Omar. Oh, and that appears to be a penalty. Tripping call. Erik Karlsson, the former Senators captain. This might be Ottawa's chance to get back into this game after surrendering another goal. Lizotte will win the draw, and Rust will send it all the way down. Pass across, scores! Shorty, Brian Rust! Got myself a shorty. Brian Rust, in Rust we trust, and the Penguins are ahead by a fistful. That's right, you got two songs this time. Little bit of M-A-T-H-O or M-E-T-H-O-D Method Man. And Ahead by a Century. Well, parody of Ahead by a Century, but you get the point. And Martin Jones is now in net for Ottawa. And he gave up a goal, I believe, on the first shot he faced. And again, this is a power play for the Senators. But you wouldn't know it because the Penguins just scored a shorthanded goal. Puck rolls in on Skinner, and he will hold on. puck will be simply chipped in by Achari. Uh-oh. Nobody got there except for Novak. He lost it. Now it's knocked out of the zone. And Letang will simply pass it off to Kulak. Rebound goal, and there's a power play goal for Tim Stützle. No chance for Skinner on the rebound. And there's your lucky break for the Sens. It's 5-1. Couldn't handle the rebound from Tkachuk, and then Stützle was right there to cash in as the rebound didn't quite make it to the corner. Puck's carried in now. Kindle tried to get a shot away. Beautiful pass, and Mantha nearly got a second, but Jones shut it down. 14:29 remaining in period 2. Highlighting the goaltending matchup, Martin Jones and Stuart Skinner. Kindle wins it back, shoots, score! Tipped in front! Jones for the third time reading that one! And then Kindle lights the lamp. It's 6-1. Also, we now return to our regularly scheduled program as the Penguins increase the lead. The rookie's got himself 18 goals and has been an absolute gem for Pittsburgh this season. Now centering that third line. Senators win that draw. Ball carried right back in by the latest goal scorer for Pittsburgh, Ben Kindle. Kindle fires Jones with a save down low, and he will get the whistle. Pittsburgh with a slight edge in shots, 20-15. So look at Fabian Zetterlund delivering a hit on Wotherspoon. Another one draw for Ottawa, this time in their own zone. Connor Clifton absolutely trucked a Senator as they try to get into the Penguin zone, and it's brought right back in by his D partner, Ryan Shea. Shea with a shot denied at the side of the net. Kindle got it across, and then it was knocked off the stick by Giroux. Subtle hit on Giroux. And the Penguins regather. Carried in by Brian Rust. Rust shoots! Denied by Jones, and he will get the whistle once again as we are nearly at the 10-minute mark of the second period. And that, of course, is the halfway point of the game. Pittsburgh with a large lead at 6-1. Amadio. Knocked down. And Letang with a nice hit. Brett Kulak. Fed it up to Raquel. Raquel cuts back. Oh, what a save by Jones. And the rebound went behind the net. I got to give credit where credit is due. That was a spectacular save. Russ cuts to the right side, and Jones got across. That shot got stuck in traffic. Amadio will carry it out again, and Sidney Crosby trying to get the puck back for Pittsburgh and lost it. Erik Karlsson switches to the backhand off the crossbar. Sets up a one-time blast. That went high and wide. Oh, that was cute. Lars Eller, the former Penguin, for a cup of coffee, gets a goal for Ottawa. It's 6-2. And it all started with a hit from somebody who was unstoppable. Oh, it was Brady Tkachuk, because of course it was. I'm just waiting for the day that he no longer wants to be in Canada like his brother. Because it'll come one day, Sens fans. Guaranteed. And icing call with 4:30 to go, as Ottawa has their second goal of the game. But Pittsburgh still has a nice 4-goal lead and will hopefully be able to add to it. How is nobody there? Pittsburgh's able to get the puck back finally. And it's carried back in by Igor Chinakhov. Chinakhov shoots, that's blocked. Who has it now? Back to the blue line for Clifton. Knocked off the stick. Brady Tkachuk. Ryan Shea steps up. Tkachuk with a shot in front, and Stuart Skinner was able to handle that. Puck deflects off a body, but then eventually gets to its intended receiver. Tommy Novak fires, and a save by Jones. He'll hang on. Surprised they don't have Optimus Rhyme. Just think, guy loses in the Spangler Cup and then winds up getting a job with an NHL team. Wild. Absolutely wild. Oh, what a save off the shot by Kindle. Kindle has it again. Shoots. Pad save Jones. And that'll do it for 2 periods of play. Pittsburgh 6, Ottawa 2 after 2. Let's take a look at the rest of the stats. Shots on goal, 27-19 rather, favoring Pittsburgh. Hits exactly the same, 27-19. Wow. And the face-offs, like I said, knew it was going to get worse. Each team has a power play goal. Pittsburgh has a shorthanded goal as well, though. So there's that. 40 minutes down, 20 minutes up. Let's see what this third period has in store, shall we? Third period action coming at you here on the VIG Lounge. Senators win the draw to start the third. Puck gets dumped into the pen zone. Regathered by Erik Karlsson. He'll get it to his Olympic teammate, Raquel. We're playing for Sweden. Backhand to the net, denied by Jones. Raquel fires off the crossbar. Pittsburgh that close to getting that second goal back. But it was not to be on that exchange. Now up the middle to Crosby. Sidney Crosby looking to dance his way in, and he couldn't get it to finish. Back out to the blue line to Wotherspoon. Wotherspoon fires off the pad. Rebound carried it, or the puck's carried back in by Malkin. Malkin trying to dance his way in off the pad of Jones to the corner. let's go Pence chant. As Letang delivers the hit. His D partner Kulak brings it in. Kulak with a shot, rebound, couldn't get it to go. And Jones will pounce on that and get the rebound. And now we're taking a look at Chris Letang. Well, hopefully he's okay. Matthew Tkachuk, of course. Okay, he's on the bench. So hopefully it's nothing too major. We'll say a word that rhymes with Chuck, with Tkachuk, and it is certainly not duck, I'll tell you that. Oh, Jones just barely able to scramble to hang on to that. Now look at Brian Rust. And here's the goal. What a beautiful pass. The shorthanded bid for Brian Rust. Just parked in front. And whoop. And Giroux to the net, denied by Skinner. And Chinikov gains the red line and dumps it in. Novak. Out to the blue line to Kindle. Now to Clifton. Back to Kindle, a one-time rebound score! Chinikov! Igor turned into Frankenstein as the Penguins increase the lead! .10:05 to go in period 3. Pittsburgh really struggling to try to get that puck out of the zone. Carried in by Anthony Mantha. Mantha spins off a check, fires one, rebound for Brazeau off the post. Anthony Mantha dumps it in. Knocked it along the wall. Lost the puck. Hitting on both sides. And you got to think that somebody's going to try to thump Brady Tkachuk for the hit on Chris Letang. And Skinner will hang on. There's the Penguins' upcoming schedule. Last two road games, actually. Last two games before the Olympic break. Going to New York to take on the Islanders and Sabres, respectively. Long drive, and it's in. Artem Zub with a fluky goal there, but doesn't matter how, just how many. Skinner thought he had it, backed up, and the puck went in. Simple as that. 4:52 to go in the third. And Ottawa is not close, but better. Sidney Crosby carries in, but it's offside. 3:48 to go in period 3. Chris Letang dances in off the pad of Jones. Letang cuts to the other side, rebound, and Jones was able to get that and get the whistle with 2:37 remaining in period number 3. Draw one to the corner. And Rust gets it back to Letang. Lost it. Ricard Raquel. Up now to Crosby. Crosby cuts in and he scores! What a beauty! Backhand! Sidney Crosby with his second goal of the game, as he was just able to strip the puck and cut in alone on Jones and put it in on the backhand. We now return to our regularly scheduled program, already in progress, and they nearly got another goal. And the boos on Kachuk for the hit on the Tang. Well, with that Olympic break, that should certainly help things. Carlson. And a save made by Skinner with that pest Kachuk hovering around the front of the net. Oh yeah, of course, you're going to show the hit on the Tang. Too bad you can't fight in the Olympics, bud. Malkin will dump it in. Collected along the wall by Chinikov. Saved by Skinner, and that does it. The Penguins with an 8-2 shellacking against the Ottawa Senators will send the crowd home happy as they conclude their last home game before the Olympic break. How you doing, Iceberg? They're showing some of the Penguins' goals. Oh, they're going to show that one from Zub, I'm assuming. Oh, no. Yeah. Here's that beautiful goal from Sidney Crosby, as he roofs it on the backhand. Your score, 8-3. I said 8-2. My bad, 8-3. As I forgot about the Artem Zub goal. But the Penguins still win by a large margin. Let's take a look at the rest of the stats before we wrap things up. Shots on goal, 37-27 favoring Pittsburgh. Hits, 39-26 in favor of the Penguins as well. And face-offs, well, we don't need to talk about that. Ottawa clearly won in that department. And each team was 1 for 1 on the man advantage. Pittsburgh also scored a shorthanded goal, but they also put up 6 goals at even strength. So certainly did our job, scored in bunches. Thank you all for tuning in to this episode of the VIG Lounge. Once again, I have been the Visually Impaired Gamer 1987. Until next time, I bid you adieu Have yourselves a marvelous Monday, everybody.